Hello.
Hi guys! Katie, you're looking nice and saucy today.
Channeling my ancestors now, man.
Yes, yes,
Yes. Feeling
guys,
my roots tonight. Hello, everybody. Hold 1 second. This is very rude.
and
Have to take out my gum.
welcome to the Digital Jamaica live show. Listen, we'll have a packed program ready for you tonight. We're bringing the
Yes,
sauce,
we do.
so we're diving right into it. Katie, start me
Yes.
off.
Right. Welcoming our guest, Stacey Hines, president of the Jamaica
Woo!
Computer Society, is here to
Yes.
talk to us about the upcoming Biz Tech Virtual Summit and Knowledge Forum. Perhaps one of the biggest things that's going to be happening tech-wise in the Caribbean this year. And she going to come on looking fabulous, but she's stressed out, right? So Stacey will be on with us shortly. And later on in the show, we're going to have Mr. Meshach King, deep voice Meshach, Meshach King, digital advertising specialist. And he's going to lead us into that conversation about Facebook advertising, because guys, that's a tricky area. A lot of us are struggling with Facebook advertising, but we're gonna jump in and Monique is gonna tell us what's new on Digital Jamaica.
Guys, you already know what the sauce is. We have our digital strategy development workbook that's going to be available sooner than you think on November 20. Make sure that you have your pre-order, you do it. And we have our launch 2021 digital workshop series that's coming up. We've made some adjustments and now it is 4 different workshops happening on 4 days, and we're still covering over 30 topics, really geared to help you launch into 2021, having your digital strategy ready for your business.
Together.
Yeah, when you can't step into 2021 the same way that you did in 2020 and expect for it to work. It's not happening. So make sure that you guys register for the 2021 launch 2021 digital workshop series. Plus, Digital Jamaica with a new time. Guys, we've asked you and you have spoken. We asked you to vote where you'd want to see us host our Digital Jamaica live show. Whether you want us to keep it on Instagram or turn over to YouTube. And the votes were clear. We even did it twice because we were like, we want to give our IG fam an opportunity to share. Una they tell us loud and clear with una chest. Say you're on YouTube so you can watch the stuff over and you can see everything that's happening, right? So what we want to know now is, should we stick to our 8 p.m. timeline? We're going to put something up in our stories.
It's in the stories.
Okay, so there is something in our stories when we're done with this live. I want you guys to actually vote and let us know what time you guys want to tune in to the live.
Right, time and day, because is it that you want us to move the show to a different day? Would that be more convenient for you? Because we want to do the show when it's more convenient for you, when you can get into a comfortable space, you can absorb all this information. So let us know the best day and time for us to do this show for you over on YouTube. Okay, check the stories after the show is ended and let us know.
Make sure on a vote.
Hi, Auntie Pat, and welcome to Miss Oxygen from TVJ. Thanks for joining us tonight. She is the producer of the Morning Time show on TVJ. So welcome. Thanks for joining.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to have you on board. Guys, with that, in that same vein, live replays are now available for our Digital Jamaica Live. We know you'll be asking, want to ask it all the time, right? So we're started out with last week's episode. It's already live on YouTube, and each week you guys will be able to see the episode that would have just concluded on YouTube. Thank you so much for your patience. And if you know anyone who would have missed last week's episode, but you know that they would really benefit because we dropped a whole heap of gems last week. Whole heap of gems. So make sure that you share. Make sure that you're subscribing to the Digital Jamaica YouTube page.
All right. And in other news, quickly.
Yes.
Big up Taj Francis, Jamaican digital artist, for the amazing artwork he has been producing for HBO's Lovecraft, I think it's called Love Countrycraft. So one show with all the things are there. Big up Taj for the artwork that he has been doing. It has been amazing. First of all, I don't know how Taj do him thing always on point, him thing always looking good. And of course, we love the Jamaican representation. And in fact, in that show, in the Lovecraft show, there's a lot of actual Jamaican representation in there in terms of folklore and in terms of our relationship with like voodoo and stuff like that. So, and I think one of the characters in there are supposed to be Jamaican or of Jamaican descent. So big up Taj Francis, doing it big as usual. We love to see it. Also, just to let you know that NCU, the Northern Caribbean University Department of Computer and Information Sciences, is presenting their event called SysCon, and under the theme Smart Technologies Meeting Today's Challenges and Beyond. It is for IT professionals, software developers, architects, IT managers, people in hardcore tech. This is who this conference is for. And they're also inviting 5th and 6th form students with an interest in IT and that kind of domain to join them. So check out their page and give them a thumbs up and go and register for the conference.
Yes.
Oh, Decentered Lisa, she saw the posters and didn't know it was Taj. Yes, it is Taj, because you see, Taj forgot to post it because Taj don't need HBO need Taj, you know what I'm saying? So he forgot to post it because he's busy, darling. But he did, and we're glad that we know who it is, and we're glad that he's representing us so strong over there. He's just so super talented. So big up to all the creatives in the house tonight. Big up on yourself. You guys have always represented Jamaica strong. Hey, Andre, represent Jamaica strong. So we're always happy to big you guys up. And we're ready now to bring on the beautiful,
the amazing,
the fabulous,
the exceptional,
right? Stacey Hines, the first female president of the Jamaica Computer Society. She's bringing tech back, right? So Stacey is going to be joining us. Shango, when you're ready, please bring Miss Hines on to join us, okay?
Ooh, those curls. Ooh, I love it.
Good evening.
Hi, Stacey.
Stacey brought all the excitement tonight.
As she usually does. So welcome, Stacey, and you're here to talk to us about first of all, you're looking fabulous. Okay. I have to say it twice. And what you're here to talk to us about the Biz Tech Virtual Summit and Knowledge Forum. Tell us what's that all about?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, so first of all, I just really want to say thank you so much for having me on. I'm really excited to be here. I mean, usually I'm full of excitement, but this kind of extra special this evening.
Ooh.
Special because you guys, you're just always holding it down, and I love what you're doing in the space of technology from a digital perspective, not just the hardcore tech. So
Yes.
I'd also like to make it known that you guys have thankfully accepted our invitation to be our hosts on the second day.
Talk to it nice.
So I'm just pleased right now to be in the presence of my day 2 hostesses. And I'm happy to talk about the premier tech event of 2020 of the region called Biz Tech, right? So every year, the JCS, formerly the Jamaica Computer Society, now known as Jamaica's Technology and Digital Alliance, hosts a major event. And it's a major tech event because typically we have all our members and different tech experts from companies around the globe presenting on all things tech, whatever is happening, either currently in the space, like issues that we need to be advocating around, issues that affect general society, as well as issues that affect IT practitioners, digital marketers even, right? And persons that are in the consulting or technology space, otherwise vendors, software developers, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like an every other year, we vary the event. So one year it's like a pure tech conference where it's all about new tech and what's coming. And then on the alternate years, we do what we call a knowledge forum and summit.
Right.
So this year is the knowledge forum and summit. And why is that important for everybody? So this is whether you're a coconut man or you is a CIO of some big company. That's because the knowledge forum and summit is where we do teaching. So we do a lot of training. So upskilling on things that are important in the space of technology. And we also have a summit where we invite heads of states, so government leaders. For this event, we actually have both Minister Vaz, who is responsible now for Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology, as well as Minister Williams, Favor Williams, who used to be responsible for that is now responsible for education. So we're talking about that are most critical right now. All of you that have children going to school and want to know what ministry I beg you to please that Tuesday morning, 9 o'clock when she's going to be talking, okay? So essentially, the experience that we're going to be creating next week, it's a 3-day event, is one that is supposed to help with upskilling and training of individuals, help you to learn about technology from basic things all the way to analytics dashboard creation, and also to sit and to hear from our heads of state and to ask questions about your technology, your rights as a human being in this society, digital transformation that's taking place. We're going to talk about the national identification system that's getting ready to roll out. We're going to talk about Data Protection Act and how that affects you and all your information, whether you're above board or underground or around at the back where nobody can find you. All of those things are going to be discussed as a part of the event. So it's a bashment. It's a necessary event for everybody to attend, and we believe that it's of a high priority, especially since COVID changed how we are interacting with technology. Everybody is now invested in and has an interest in the tech space. So y'all
clamoring.
Y'all better show up.
Definitely. And Stacey, I know you mentioned the Honorable Favor Williams and the Honorable Daryl Vaz, but you have first of all, you have an extensive speaker lineup, right? And you even have some non-Jamaican speakers, because this is more of it's a Jamaican produced thing, but the Caribbean is involved. So can you tell us about some of your other speakers in Jamaica and outside of Jamaica?
Sure, no problem. So I would love to actually break it down kind of by day. I'm not going to give you the entire speaker rundown. I'm just going to highlight, just to save us time, because I know we're not scheduled, just to kind of highlight who we actually have coming on. So for day one, which is really focused more on upskilling, we're actually going to be doing training for teachers as well, to help teachers with their navigating virtual training. We have Microsoft coming on to speak about free training opportunities that are available.
Oh, Microsoft.
Certification training that is available. Yes, they're also going to be doing a full workshop on how to immunize your digital business, because that's really targeting small and medium enterprises. And then we have a company called Incos out of Trinidad and Tobago that is run by a guy named Leslie Lee, who always supports what we're doing. And he's going to actually be teaching persons how to build analytics dashboards using Tableau. And you're going to basically learn from zero to hero. He's going to take you how to build dashboards. And he's coming out of Trinidad. Also on that day, we have Ricardo Allen from One on One. And Ricardo, One on One is one of the platforms that a lot of the Caribbean region is actually using for their kids to go to school. So he's going to be coming on with some colleagues doing a presentation. And then we have a Canadian company, Real Decoy, that's coming on to talk about.
I know Real Decoy.
Yes, they're a Canadian company, and their CEO, Richard Isaac, is coming on to talk about e-commerce. And that's a huge topic now for
huge.
And that's a huge deal.
You have to shut your door because of COVID and you want to figure out how to run your business online. He's going to talk to you about optimizing that, right? And then to kind of close out that day, and this is just a few people I'm telling everybody, we actually have a therapist coming on to help us with managing working in a digital way, because me amongst several others of us are highly overwhelmed.
Honey.
Yeah.
I'm going to be front row on that one, because guys, being a technopreneur is no joke.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart at all.
Sure.
When we move into day 2 now, this is where now we're going to have your heavy hitters from Jampro, who are going to be really talking about exporting. So see, like all this digital digital Jamaica thing that you guys have going on here, this is an exportable business, and we're going to be looking for exportable businesses like you, and Jampro is going to be coming on and talking of all the things about how to do that. As a matter of fact, I think we may even have an investor coming on. I'm not sure, but we're definitely going to have information on how to become an exportable business. Then we have the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Trade from Antigua and Barbuda coming off long distancing to come and talk to us about
remote working visas. Yes. We've been talking a lot about that on Twitter. Yes.
And on our radio show as well, we've talked about remote working visas. I think it was last week.
So we want somebody that's actually trying to implement the program.
Yeah.
And seeing what kind of things are working, not working, if they have to shift up, change it up, what is the plans for it? Because, I feel that Jamaica could use some of that information.
Yeah, I think so too. So for everybody who may be wondering, so a remote working visa, if you actually go to another country and you're working there digitally on your computer, you may actually be breaking the law. You may be doing something illegal.
Right.
So
but there are countries, and some of them are in the Caribbean. I'm not sure why more Caribbean countries are not jumping on this, but I know definitely Antigua is leading the way in the Caribbean, really opening up their country to persons who want to work remotely. And a part of that is to get them out of their country, which maybe have a high COVID incidents, and get them into a different space. And it's such a clever thing, Stacey. I'm not sure why it's such a clever thing to do, because that way you're mitigating the fallout from the tourist following. The Caribbean, many Caribbean countries rely heavily on tourism, so you're kind of mitigating that and making sure that you're filling up these rooms and offering people. This is how you pivot as a country. This is how a country pivots, people. And I'm not sure why more countries aren't doing that. So I'm so glad you had the foresight to actually invite him on, and that he's going to be here. It's going to be very interesting to hear what the thought process was behind that. So Stacey, tell us, who is this conference for? Who should attend?
Well, this conference, as I said before, is really curated in a way that everybody within society can find something special for them. So it really is for everyone. But we know people are busy, and we don't expect it to be online with us from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day for the 3 days. Even though if that's what you would like to do, we highly recommend and welcome you to come along.
Yeah.
The first day is really focused on teachers and counselors, persons that are in school dealing with students, as well as small to medium enterprises and students of universities. So we think that, aside from coming on in the morning to hear Faval speak, it's really curated for those persons. Then you want to talk about now your CEOs whether you're a founder or a CEO of a company, like that, day one, help definitely. Day two, when we move into critical sectors that need support right now. So your agriculture, your creative sector, and your tourism, we're actually going to be talking about VR and how virtual reality and augmented reality.
Yeah.
People joining us from New York that's been doing some big things in that space. We're going to talk about that. So if you're in those sectors, we have Varun coming out to talk about farm credit,
yes,
agriculture, and how that whole situation is being managed by supported with technology. And then we also have a pure tech stream that is for those technology enthusiasts that are in need of digital transformation. So CIOs, CEOs, your analysts, business analysts, systems analysts, IT managers definitely want to tune in for that pure tech. And then day three, everybody should tune into day three, because this is when the minister is coming on, Daryl Vaz is coming on.
Yes. Yeah.
What changes are going to happen in the science, energy, and technology space, which will affect the entire country. We're going to have panels about needs and your privacy, your data privacy. So again, relevant to everybody. So by the time you hit the 3 days, there is really something for everybody. And if you visit our website, biztechconf.com, you'll be able to actually see the list of speakers and the agenda, or even on our Instagram page at my JCS Computing, which I've been tagging in my story. So you can actually go to my story at I am Stacey Hines, and you'll be able to see the whole thing. Guys, you know what our boss Instagram filter now? You have to get it. You guys have to get it.
Excuse me. Yeah. So we have to do our filter when we're done, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So guys, you would have heard that amazing information. When we hear Microsoft, yes, and the words Microsoft plus training. So let me get something right or something clear, Stacey. This costs like $500 US to attend.
It is free. I couldn't wait for you to ask.
You meant 1,000 US.
It's FREEE free, right? And not only is it free to attend, but we actually have digital badges, skills badges. You know, when you get those certified skills badges that show that, boy, I went and I did some training, we are giving those away for free. Okay, so if you would like to earn some digital badges,
you need to be on board, guys.
This is going to be an amazing event, guys. You can't ask for anything else, and as we say to you guys every single week, you better take advantage of the freeness, because come 2021, the freeness not going to be as free, and it not going to be as plentiful. Yeah. So I would say, guys, take advantage of all Jamaica is in a state of knowledge dash out. Right? Especially when it comes to tech and digital, we are doing the dash out when it comes to knowledge right now, because we realize we are behind, light years behind everybody else. Everybody else is like Usain Bolt. You know, see Usain Bolt race? Well, the world is Usain Bolt on a 100-meter track, and we is everybody else behind him. I go, okay, what was that? That was the wind. No, that was the world moving swift and fast us, moving straight into the digital age, and we're still going, well, you know, social media is for millennials. Listen.
Oh my gosh.
Take advantage of this right now, because freedom is no loss at Jamaica long.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Stacey, for joining. It
was our pleasure.
Tonight. And we'll see you next week from Tuesday, but on Wednesday, when Monique and I will be hosting a day 2. Let's talk up to it. We have arrived. Day 2 of the Biz Tech Virtual Summit and Knowledge Forum. Okay, thank you so much, Stacey. Thank you for being here. All right, the fabulous Stacey Hines, the first female president, and I'll continue to say that, of the Jamaica Computer Society. I don't know, say the president is a female, because no start things that happen down. That's nothing but that. So, moving swiftly on, wink, wink, moving swiftly along.
Yes.
And we're
That
going
needs
directly.
sausage.
That sauce that we're not gonna further. When you don't know, say must have been a woman when the things are happening. So moving straight into our next guest, Mr. Misha King, aka Big Shot Mishak, and he is a Facebook and IG advertising specialist, and he's going to be on to talk to us about what the hell is going on with Facebook and advertising. He's going to help us figure it out because Shango, pleased to bring Mr. King on, and let's get the conversation popping.
Hi guys, thanks for having me tonight.
Hi,
Mishak.
Hey.
To say hi, guys. So hi. Thanks for being with us tonight. Mishak, now tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, I am Mishak. I do social media marketing. So that's Facebook advertising, but Facebook owns Instagram. So when I say Facebook advertising, it means Facebook and Instagram and on Facebook's audience network. So that's what I do. I help clients to like e-commerce or infoproduct businesses to get more clients using Facebook advertising, or they can even get more followers on Instagram. But I kind of phasing out that part because you can't really measure that, and I'd rather help people earn money than just to earn followers, because they can lose followers.
Vanity metrics.
First gem drop. So, earn money, not followers.
Yes, exactly. Earn money, not followers. So yeah, that's what I do. I help them to find people who would buy from them, and they buy from them, and so they make money and I make money.
And we all live happily ever after.
Yeah, and everybody's happy.
All right, Mishak, that's awesome. So we're going to go right into it. Give us a brief overview about how advertising works on Facebook.
All right, so I know a lot of people like to boost posts or what they call it, promote the post from Instagram, or what they call it, the create ad button. That when you do that, you actually, when you boost a post, you shouldn't really expect like sales. Probably some likes and comments, but don't expect sales and not really followers, because when you boost a post, you optimize it for traffic. That's one of the objectives for Facebook advertising. And you give up a lot of targeting options, you give up a lot of tracking options as well. So when you just boost a post, you're giving up all of that. But that's why Facebook have the Facebook Ads Manager, which you access at business.facebook.com, and you access your ad manager, and that way you can target the details of the type of person that you want to advertise to. And also you can track them. So like, say you visit a website that has something that you're interested in, but you didn't purchase or you didn't sign up, and you leave the website.
Options.
Yeah, and you see that same advertising come up again, and it's like them follow you. They're retargeting you, and in order to do that, you'd have to use something called a Facebook pixel. So you capture their information, and anywhere they go online, whether on Facebook, Instagram, or within Facebook's audience network, you can track them down wherever they go and say, hey, I saw that you came here, but you didn't sign up or you didn't buy, and probably you put like a product review or a walkthrough to get them to buy, because they're already warm. So you retarget the warm audience, but at first you target the cold audience.
All right, hold on.
That's basically how it goes.
Before you kind of clarify or go any further with that, I just wanted to, for those who may not know, a Facebook pixel, this is a piece of code. This is something that Facebook actually provides you with that you can add to your website, right? So it is on every business page. You can find it in your settings, and you literally copy and paste it into your website, right? Now,
into the header of your website. Yeah.
So what this does is when you run an ad on Facebook and someone clicks through your ad and ends up on your website, since they have left Facebook without the pixel, Facebook couldn't then report to you and
Couldn't
tell you
track
which
them.
actions they've taken. So when you embed a Facebook pixel, you're able to get those activities that happen even after they leave your site. They leave Facebook and go onto your site. So how long did they stay there? Which pages did they go on? Did they end up buying something? Did they add something to the cart? And all of this information is valuable information that you should be using and pumping back into your sales funnel, your digital apparatus. That's some real gems here, no? This are real.
Monica, exercise her expertise tonight. Talk up to her. All right, Misha,
that's right.
No, you basically just told us what's the difference between a boosted post or something that you promote within Instagram and an ad. But what I want you to go a little bit into now is telling us what are some of the things that we should pay attention to? So basically, guys, what Mishak said is that you boost a post or you do a little promotions on Instagram when you're looking for traffic, when you're looking to build engagement. You can do a little post and stuff like that. But if you're looking to convert from that into sales, then you have to go into the ads manager and build out an ad campaign. So now, Mishak, I wanted to tell us some of the things that we should definitely pay attention to, some of the do's and don'ts when we are building out that ad in Facebook, in the Facebook ads manager.
All right, so building out the ad campaign, how I do it, this is my process with when I create a Facebook ad campaign. There are 4 steps to it. So you have the campaign, you have the ad sets, and then you have the ads itself. So the campaign level is where.
So step 1 is the campaign itself.
The campaign. You would create the campaign first.
And that's like whether it's a video or a post or whatever, it's a graphic. That's what you mean?
No, man. The campaign is contains the ads. So the campaign would be where you would have your what you call it. You put how much money you're willing to pay and who are you going, what's your objective.
Oh, okay. So you're targeting your objectives and stuff. Okay.
So you have the campaign level, your objective, and then you have the ad set level where you target persons, which country you want to target them in, what the age is, who they are, what their interests are. This is where most of the details come in the ad set level. And then within an ad set, you have the ads. And so the ads would be like where you have the picture or the images. Content. Where you have the content that people will see. So everything else was in the background and the ads is what people will see. And how I build out the campaign, I usually have like 4 different ad sets. Targeting 4 different interests. And within those 4 different ad sets, I would have all the ads duplicated. So for example, say I have 4 ads in one ad set targeting people interested in beauty. And then another ad set targets people interested in Rihanna. Another one targets people interested in Beyonce. So the same set of ads in the beauty, I would just copy that over to Rihanna and Beyonce just to see the performance.
Customized, or you could so you're doing a test here. So you're
in the beginning you have to test.
You're doing
in the beginning you have to test.
Basically, he's just testing which audience is best for this piece of content. So Arcadia mentioned an excellent point, A/B testing. Guys, all of this information and some of these gems that we are dropping tonight, you guys are gonna hear more detail about in Arcadia's workshop that we're having in December. We're dealing with advertising and promotions as a part of the Launch 2021 Digital Workshop Series. You see, y'all taking notes, these details, these facts, these juicy tidbits. All of this information, we will be deep diving in that workshop. So Katie just mentioned A/B testing, and what that really means, you change one variable and one variable only. So in this case, the variable that we're changing is the audience.
So that's similar to the A/B testing.
So is the audience that likes Rihanna or the audience that's so into beauty or makeup artists or whichever other audience, that's the one factor you're changing. So your copy is the same, your graphic is the same, your budget is the same. Very important. Okay, you can't have a different budget, right? So you're only changing one variable to see and to measure the performance. So you start that with a limited budget then, Mishak, and just to see who gives you more traction.
Yeah, so I start with probably like $20 or $30 a day and run it for a week and see the results and stop the underperformers and keep the top performers and see what's need to be changed based on the numbers I'm getting.
So you do it by week, and then you test, you look at your data, and then you tweak if you need to tweak, and then you do it, you redo it again, and then you do the same thing. So say for instance, guys, you're tweaking, you're changing it. Guys, the reason for doing this is important. It's because, and even Facebook say they don't recommend, say you have a campaign that you want to run for a month, right? What we're saying is that if you have, what was that, Misha?
Oh, I was saying you don't want ad fatigue to set in. As in
there you go.
Same ad over and over.
Over and over again. That's one important thing. Money, can you just drop that in the chat? Preventing ad fatigue. And you prevent ad fatigue by what we call stalling. Between each advertising period or each campaign period. But another reason for doing that as well is that you don't want to throw, if you have, say you have $500 for the entire ad campaign, you don't want to throw all of that $500 in one time, because what could happen is it could be going towards non-performing ads. And you don't want that to happen, which is why you're doing the testing to see. And sometimes what you see people do is that it's the same thing they're promoting, but they use different ads. They use a different ad. Same target audience, but they use a different ad. Again, to avoid what Mishak said a while ago, which is ad fatigue. You use a different ad. So in one, you might use a video. In one, you might just use some kind of graphic. In another one, you use carousel. So you switch it up. Or a slideshow. So you switch it up. They're seeing the same thing, but they're not realizing that they're seeing the same thing. And what you can then do is you can add more information to the ad or highlight a different aspect of the thing that you're promoting when you do it that way. Instead of just run one ad with all the $500 one time. And even Facebook advises you against doing that. So that's another reason for doing it that way. So Misha, let's talk about money now. So how much would you recommend in terms of minimum spend per day? Or I think it's based on the type of campaign that you're running. But what do you have a particular formula where you say, okay, I don't spend more than, I hear you say $20 to $30. I don't spend more than $50 a day, or do you have some kind of special formula? What do you do in terms of how much do you allocate to each campaign set?
Oh, I don't have a set or a special formula. It depends on the product that's being sold or the service being provided, and how much the client is willing to spend to acquire one customer. And then we use that amount, that calculation, and realize, all right, for testing, I usually start out with about $20 to $30 per day. And then if it's working out, I would probably bump it up to $50 per day, and then to 100, and then if it continues working, 200, and then probably from there.
And you keep going up because you're hitting different targets. Okay.
Yeah, if we're getting good results.
That's amazing. And you know, I'm going to confirm something that Mishak says because he's the expert and I'm here learning from the expert. But I can confirm what he says. Between the time we started running ads, because you guys will have seen some of our ads and some of you are here because of those ads. And this is not ad campaigns. Welcome. It's not ad campaigns. We literally just promote posts within Instagram. We've actually not been promoting on Facebook because we're testing to see which one gives us the best results. And guys, this is something that you can do as well, because when you're going when you're going to Facebook Ads Manager, you can tell Facebook where you want these ads to show up, even though they give you recommendations. Placement. Thank you, Misha. Placement. So what we did was, Monica and I decided, and this is a part of the strategy that we're running. We're gonna work with Instagram for this quarter. For this quarter, we're only running ads on Instagram. right? And with the exception of the workshop that we have coming up, we're going to be running those ads on Facebook. But when it comes to Digital Jamaica, we're only running ads on Instagram, and we're only running ads around the show, the live show, and I think we did one for the nominations, the Digital Jamaica 2021 nominations, right? And what we've noticed is that, and literally our ads for the live show is $10. Literally $10, and we're running for 2 days, or $5 if we're running it for 1 day, right? And guys, the results have been amazing. We have gained over 150 followers. What am I talking about? More than 150 followers in the space of a couple of weeks, right? And even when we stopped running the ads, we still saw that same followership coming on, because people would have been joining. I know that people are joining. They're frustrated.
Sharing within
so they're
their
excited.
community.
So they're sharing everything that they're seeing. And when they're sharing, they're expanding our reach to their audience. And then that is proliferating. So it's just one $5 ad or $10 ad per week. And we've seen that kind of results. We've seen our engagement shoot up. We've seen participation in this live show up. We've seen participation in other things that we've done shut up just because of literally that's $40. $40 per month is how much Jamaican dollars, Monique?
Kadia.
It's less than $4,000. About
it's not less than $4,000.
No, it's more than.
It's more than 4. It's probably like 5 or
under $6,000. Sorry, under $6,000. But guys, think about it. You're spending $6,000 to boost your engagement, to extend your reach, to gain followership, because no matter what we tell you, we still want a big number of followers because we don't like pretty, right? So we not gonna stop wanting more followers. And it's more, you're generating more leads. With that, you can generate more leads. No. After you do that, no, the work is on you to convert. So when you come and you join the live, if we did, they are telling a foolishness, we're not go. So you always got time for no damn reason. Okay. So this is where the conversion actually happens during the live show. The conversion actually happens. That's where it actually happens, right? Yeah. And then you come and you hear, or we're excited, we're passionate, we have fabulous guests like Mishak and fabulous guests like Stacey. That's on, right? You learn a lot, right? You get a lot of information. And again, you know we got the information over here. We gives it to you, no filter, right? So you learn and you're going, some like them two girl, I'm gonna come back next week. So that is where the conversion actually happens. So guys, and this is the thing, you might think, say, oh, una pay for attention. Yes, we are. I'm going to continue doing it, because now that you have more people coming onto the digital platforms, right? More competition is there for your attention, for your audience's attention. So the name of the game in 2021 is visibility and relevance. Yeah. If you are not visible, people now see you, you're going to become irrelevant real quick. And now what you're faced with is that this audience that you have online, they're technologically savvy, they're digitally savvy, they know them have options. So they don't need you need them, right? They have options and they are extremely impatient. They don't have no time for you to get your shit together, right? It's either when you come by your page, your shit is all the way together or it's not, okay? So you have to be prepared for this type of audience. So it means now that you're going to have to spend money to stand out. No, someone has spend money on content one after one level. So now we're gonna fix the content.
Yes.
I'm sorry. We're not gonna show the $40 on content when I'm like
so I think what Kadia is even saying, and even using our live as the example, and us as Digital Jamaica, our process, this works within an actual system that makes sense. This makes sense within you having and so we call it within marketing your sales funnel, right? Or following or tracking your buyer's journey. So you have to understand what that looks like for your business and how, what, where do you want persons to mellow with you, chill with you a bit, learn more about you. How do you want that interaction to be, and what actions you actually want them to take?
And that's important, you know, money, because this is the thing. We only run campaigns when we have something we are trying to sell people. We only have campaign when we have new product launch, or when we have one new sandals, or for people push their foot in. You guys don't do campaigns just to promote yourselves. You can have campaigns that are just geared on brand awareness and establishing your authority in the space. Brand awareness campaigns are highly effective when they're done strategically and when they're done at strategic times. So say for instance, you have a product launch coming up in 6 weeks, or in 2 months from now. 2 months before that, you should be running brand awareness campaigns, just so people have you front of mind. So when you drop the campaign for the product, it don't seem like, oh, so you're selling something.
Random.
It seems like the continuation of a conversation that you were already having with people, and it doesn't have to be a product promotion. It could be promoting a live that you guys are having. It could be promoting a speaking engagement, or it could just be promoting your page in general, a nice piece of content that you post. And you know, like when you dress up and you go somewhere nice and you're not ready to take off because you want more people to see it, right? So you post a nice piece of content and you're not ready to then yet you want more people to see it. Promote it. Do brand awareness promotions, right, Mishak? Mishak is gone?
Yes. Okay. It seems like he's back on.
Oh, he's back. Sorry about that, Mishak.
I've been here.
So tell us, Mishak, are we on the right track? And also tell us, how do we go about analyzing the results? How do we know when something is performing really well and when we should probably kill it?
All right. So in terms of analyzing, I look at the cost per result, the cost per CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions. And I also look at the link clicks to like leads or to the purchase ratio. So the cost per result, if you have a high cost per result and an ad, higher than usual, higher than what you want to pay to acquire a customer or a lead, that means there's something wrong with your ad. Yeah, something wrong with your ad. So probably your image or the video not grabbing attention yet, or the copy, because a lot of people need to study copyright. Not good.
Thank you, Mishak.
Sometimes I even see ads that don't have call to action. Like, can you create an ad and you don't have a call to action? Where are on the ad?
Or not tell people
they don't have call to action. They're just saying, like I saw this when COVID just did start, like people saying to wear your mask. Like, yeah, run an ad just tell people to wear the mask. Like, yeah, sell mask or something. Like, direct people somewhere. You can't just assess. So the cost per result.
Yeah, I think what you just mentioned, this is a pitfalls, and I'm seeing the comments. There are some persons, asking, hey, see how we're doing, etc. I think the key here, guys, is to take the notes, and if it is that you're realizing that you are not doing or not following these,
sign up for the workshop.
Yeah, that's what you need to do, because
literally I'm selling my workshop now. You don't want to know if you're doing good, sign up for the workshop.
I don't have to look on your page. If you're asking that question, you're not doing all of these things that we're telling you about, and you know that you need the information. Ain't nobody you know what you have to do, right?
You know exactly what you have to do. Mishak, tell us, is there any tools that you use in addition to the Facebook, running the Facebook ads? Are there any tools that you would recommend that people use that would help them create better ads, or any complementary promotional tools that they can use across their Instagram and Facebook that would help?
I wanted to finish the first point, but I would say use ClickFunnels to build out the funnels.
Finish your first point.
And you can use MailChimp for the email marketing side. But for the cost per result, if it's too high, then something wrong with the ad. If the cost CPM, the cost per mil, or cost per 1,000 impressions, if that's too high than what you want to pay or than the others in comparison, that means something is wrong with your targeting. So either you're targeting the wrong interests or the wrong behaviors, and this is where the ads manager really comes in, because you can target people with boosting a post, but in terms of like creating an audience to target, you can't do that from boosting a post. So for like creating I would say like have an email list I'll be building an email list of at least, you should have an email list of at least 100 customers within a country. So like 100 in Jamaica or 100 in US or somewhere else, can be 50-50 or more. And then you can create an audience of people who are like those people to advertise to. Lookalike audience, yeah. So like that's almost like 100% guarantee that you're going to get sales. If you have emails and the names of customer people who have already purchased from you, then you can find people who are exactly like those people and advertise to, and that's the most powerful targeting that you can use. So that's to combat that problem. And in terms of the the link clicks, if you're getting a lot of link clicks over to your website, but you're not getting a lot of leads or a lot of purchases, that means something is wrong with the website.
The landing page, yes. You need
the
to fix your
landing page or the
page.
website, something wrong with it. So the job of the ad is to get traffic over to where you want them to go to make the sale. So the ad is doing its job. It's getting a lot of customers over.
Yeah.
But they're not ordering. Either something wrong with the order page, or they don't like how it look like scam, or it just not look properly. So you're losing customers there. So if you see a lot of link clicks but a little bit of sales, in terms of sales, it would be like 2 to 5% you should expect. In terms of leads, expect probably like 20 to 40% of people who go over to your page to convert to leads, because a lead, they're just giving you the email and the name, but a purchase, they have to fork out them credit cards, so it's harder to get purchases. So if you see that percentage is below 2 to 5%, something wrong with your page.
Yeah.
So those three things are really what I look out for to test to see, all right, is this ad really working? And also ROAS as well, but ROAS, return on ad spend. So like 2x or 3x, but that works in conjunction with the cost per link clicks, or cost per result, I should say. Because the higher one is, the lower the other one would be. So yeah.
Oh God, Mishak, we're gonna have to have you on for a whole show. Yes, we have to have you on for a whole show because you are spitting facts. And he mentioned MailChimp. You hear him casually just slide in 100 people on the email list. Someone who don't have one person on the email list because you're not collecting emails.
What you can do to combat that problem if you don't have an email list is, if you have an engaged audience, you can create a lookalike audience of your Instagram followers, or people who like your Facebook page, or if you have a popular video, you can actually create an audience of people who have watched that video and advertise to people who are like those people. So if you have a video you do your hair or you do your makeup, and you can target people who watch 90% of the video and target people who are like those people who would watch 90%. I mean, they're interested and they'll probably buy it from you. And you can start there, and when they're ordering from you, ensure to collect their information so you can start with your email list.
Mishak, you come back. We come back next week for a party. Guys, raise a hand if you want Mishak back next week for a part 2, because Mishak's got the sauce.
I think we need
if you need Mishak back for part 2 next week. Come raise up the hand, make him see, encourage him. Encouragement sweetens labor. Encourage Mishak. Hands up. Raven from side to side.
I think everybody who needs to get more information needs to see us in December. That's what I think. And we can always have Mishak provide Deeper
Monique is always the one who's tempering me. Yes, guys, we're going to publicly say from now that we're inviting Mishak to be a part of our workshop series. We may even ask Mishak to take over the Facebook ads workshop. Wink, wink, Mishak. Look out for an email, honey. Right? Because Mishak has got the sauce and we could sit down and learn a lot from him. So guys, it's oh no, if we're not gonna cost money, Monique say, we're gonna bring back Mishak, but we're only gonna bring back the workshops because y'all got to spend the dollars to get the info, okay?
Hey, remember that we're posting this on YouTube, you know.
Remember, Monique is the YouTube. That's why Monique is our business development officer, yes?
Them can pause, rewind, and rewatch. They got gems. Yeah. These are things that I would have taught in my internationally certified digital marketing professional from Ireland, okay? The Digital Marketing Institute talk to me nice. So
Monica telling about herself. Okay. Understand?
So,
yes.
So don't. Mishak is saying very casually, "Oh yes, and make sure that and make sure to do your lookalike audience. And if you embed email, all of these are facts. And these
Grace, we're gonna ask. Grace is asking which workshop. We're gonna ask Mishak to be a part of the workshop number 4, which is the digital advertising workshop, because I'm sure Mishak know a whole lot more than him casually say like, oh yes, you know, and ROADs. I'm gonna go ROADs. Results and that's not correct.
Like ROI.
Yes. So guys, because of our very limited time, we have so
Layla's Laundries is asking us to elaborate about the workshop. You know we're gonna. You have to ask this. But we have a couple minutes. We have 2 minutes left, guys. So Mishak, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And look out for an email, okay? So thank you, Stacey, and thank you, Mishak, for joining us. Quickly going into the Digital Jamaican of the Week. And of course, it's going to be Stacey because she's awesome.
I gotta for big up herself.
So Stacey Hines is our Digital Jamaican of the Week for all the work that she has been doing to bring the Jamaica Computer Society back, to get it back on track, to give us the information that we need in this digital age, and for doing so with fabulousness and grace, even though you know that Stacey is a cancer survivor and she's been going through it. She has never not looked fabulous, and she has never not looked like she's got together, right? And she's doing she's bringing tech back in so many ways, because then there is the Balanced Lady Boss podcast.
I was just gonna bring that up.
If y'all have not been listening, where y'all at? It's okay. So there's a podcast, there's a Jamaica Computer Society. She have her own business. I don't know where she find time, but she have one very good looking man. Jesus. Squad goals. So big up Stacey, our Digital Jamaican of the Week. And guys, the workshop is December 2nd, December 4th, 7th, 9th, and 11th. 4 workshops covering content marketing, sales,
engagement and community
engagement and digital advertising. The link is digitaldisruptionagency.com/launch-2021. Go to our bio on Digital Jamaica or on our other page, Digital Disruption Agency in the bio. Click on the link, find out more, sign up, and get everything that you need to make 2021 your best year yet. Give yourself a digital edge, okay? And sign up for those workshops. And we'll see you then. Stacey's podcast is called the Balanced Lady Boss podcast, okay?
All right,
make sure that you guys listen. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was nice having you. We're about to get caught off. Thank you so much for joining us. If you missed any part of this, it will be up on our YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe. Digital Jamaica, first thing in the morning. Go and check it out.
Bye, guys. Thanks again.
Thanks, Stacey. Thanks, Mishak. Thanks, Mo.
Thanks, Katie. We're thanking everybody. I just want to thank my mama and my daddy
for supporting me. I love y'all.